Today I'm going to be doing a more, personal video because I feel like all my videos are like, not personal and I don't tell you anything about me. So today I'm going to be dedicating this whole video to telling you stuff about me.
Before Emma Chamberlain would take the YouTube world by storm with W Magazine, even calling her the most interesting girl on YouTube. Before Emma would be flown out to Paris for Fashion Week.
I'm going to Paris for Fashion Week. Yeah, I'm shocked too.
Before Emma would have over 2.2 million followers on Twitter, 7.7 million followers on Instagram, and before she would have over 8 million subscribers on YouTube with more than 760 million channel views.
Go. 16 likes? Yeah.
1 million likes?
What?
I'll never get as many likes as Kylie.
Know who else has got 760 million channel views? This guy. And I deleted like 100 million, just saying. Before the Sister Squad would face some troubles after the James Charles Tati Westbrook drama. Yeah, it's hard to follow all the drama. But speaking of follows, it appears that Emma and James, well, they don't follow each other anymore. So could the Sister Squad be done forever? Ooh, find out on another. That's not what we do here. Within just 2 years on the platform, Emma Chamberlain, she's become one of the biggest names on YouTube. Her on-camera presence is undeniable and her relatability to her audience is unmatched. But before all the views, she was going through a rough period in her life. She was battling with depression and struggling in school. So how did she get from that point to here? Well, we're gonna take you through that journey in this video. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Emma Chamberlain prior to internet fame. Here for you, of course, on Before They're Famous. Now, we've done a ton of bios on YouTubers, including some recent drops on Tana Mojo and Mr. Beast. You guys gotta let us know who to document next in the comments down below. And before we start, I gotta ask you guys a question. For all the super Emma fans out there, here it is. If Emma ever had her own yacht, what would she name it? Place your guesses, you know where. Now let's get into this video.
Before they're famous.
Before they were famous about.
That was a pretty good video.
I like this guy does.
McCrudden,
Cool.
you did a great job.
Michael is never wrong.
So damn, that was cool.
How did he know that? Whoa!
My middle name is Francis. So,
Emma Frances Chamberlain was born on May 22nd, 2001 in the Bay Area. And I looked through her Instagram, the girl loves the Golden Gate Bridge. She posts a lot of photos there. She is an only child and became very close with her parents. Her father, Michael Chamberlain, he actually has his own YouTube channel that now has over 100,000 subscribers. Shout out to Pops.
So there's really nobody else in this entire universe who could have more of an impact on me than my parents because I've been around them my whole life and I'm an only child and they're like the biggest influence on me.
From an early age, her parents always knew that she would be an entertainer. And while Emma, she didn't always know what she wanted to do with her life, well, she did tell Forbes. When I was younger, I had a gut feeling that I was going to use my personality in some way, but I didn't know how. But I always had an outgoing personality. That was the one thing that I was known for. Growing up, Emma's family, they struggled financially. Her parents, they divorced when she was still young, and while they both worked hard, well, there wasn't always a lot of extra money to spend. Now, her father, he was an artist, and at one point he got sick and he was unable to paint. Now, she told Forbes that there were times that her family couldn't even go to the movies, well, because money was so tight. But when she was able to watch movies, well, her favorites were Napoleon Dynamite, Coraline, Moonrise Kingdom, and Wallace and Gromit. Now, her hobbies, they included playing with Polly Pockets, Lego, and swimming in the ocean. Now, in terms of music, she grew up listening to different kinds from all different generations. She was a fan of Doris Day, Elton John, the Beatles, Mac DeMarco, and Tame Impala. And of course, being of her age, well, she was inspired by a ton of YouTubers. I'm talking Casey Neistat, Tana Mojo, Olivia Jade, Shane Dawson, and these two.
This is like my YouTube guilty pleasure, but I love the Dolan twins. Like, they're just the cutest thing in my entire life. Like, I can only dream that they would watch this video.
Emma actually started her first YouTube channel when she was in the 4th grade.
And it was like horrible, and I can't find those videos anymore. Luckily, like literally, thank God, they were so embarrassing.
In the 5th grade, well, Emma, she played the cello. Well, she sort of played.
I just didn't play. Like, I literally moved my fingers and just like lightly put my bow, I'll insert, okay, bow across like the thing. I wouldn't even make any noise with my actual cello. I would just kind of like fake it the whole time.
She also took karate. There was ice skating and gymnastic lessons before she found cheerleading. Now Emma, she was a competitive cheerleader for 5 years as a member of the California All-Stars Pink Cheer team. She joined her high school cheer team but was only on the squad for that first year. She also ran track for her school. Now during middle school, her and her friends, they would film choreographed dance routines in the school gym during lunch. Now Emma, she learned how to edit through the process of zooming in and adding text onto the screen, and this was during their dances. But eventually school, it got busy and the group of friends, well, they just decided to stop making videos. Emma attended high school at Notre Dame Belmont, where she was really struggling with being at school and she didn't want to be there at all.
I maybe showed up to school 3 times a week. I couldn't do it. Like I'd sit in class and I'd just cry. Like, I don't even know why. It wasn't my school's fault. It wasn't anyone's fault. I just didn't like the environment.
Now Emma's had struggles with mental health issues throughout her life, but in her sophomore year of high school, well, things they began to get worse and her depression, it took over her life. Now Emma, she cut off all her friends and she didn't leave the house on weekends.
Second semester of sophomore year was probably one of the worst times I've had. I didn't even come to the last day of school.
Her depression, it continued to get worse, but after speaking with her dad, well, she decided to start a YouTube channel to give her something to do in the house and to help her stay motivated each and every day. Now her father said in an interview that since that time period, well, Emma, she's gotten much better at dealing with everything and is in a much clearer headspace. I would say as her dad and someone that cares about her, that she's healthier mentally since moving to LA. Since I've seen her for years. She was struggling for sure. The YouTube thing and moving to LA has been really good because she's surrounded by people who are doing the same thing and has friends that are doing YouTube and stuff like that. Now as someone on this platform who is creating content each and every day, I know how hard it is to put on a smile for the camera when you're not, having the best of days. Now I even made a video about mental health the other day, so if you want to check that out, we'll leave a link after. Now for all the creators out there who are going through their own personal battles, well, it's okay to have off days. And it's okay to not be okay. You know what I mean? Mental health stuff's tough. This job's tough. Anyway, back to Emma. It was after a bad day at school that Emma, she decided to do something to cheer herself up. And it wasn't cheerleading, it was actually creating a video. Now Emma's first video was posted on YouTube in May of 2017. It was a fashion lookbook and most of her earlier videos were fashion focused. They were do-it-yourself videos that helped her fans create new looks.
On Pinterest, I saw a bunch of Vans that had rose embroiders on it like this, or patches or whatever, and I was like, those are so cool. So I looked online to see if I could buy some, and they were really expensive. So I was like, you know what? I bet I could make those on my own.
And her dad, he was the one who filmed her first video for her. What a supportive dad. In fact, she told W Magazine, I literally started from zero. I had 0 subscribers. I remember my first subscriber. I was so excited. And then I looked, and it was my dad. By the end of the summer, Emma, she had rekindled her friendships and was feeling much better about everything as she continued her YouTube journey. When she wasn't making videos, you could find Emma at the gym or editing videos with an iced vanilla almond milk latte in her hand. And outside of that, well, she would take the odd nap.
I mean, exercising, taking naps, editing videos, filming videos, taking more naps.
Well, her videos continue to grow at a solid pace at around 1,000 views per video. Well, one of her earliest videos went viral, which was titled, We All Owe the Dollar Store an Apology. Now here she realized the magical place that it is, the dollar store, and she shared her newfound love for the wonders that you can buy there. And her fans online, well, they liked what she had to say.
People are spending all this money on freaking hair extensions when they could literally go to the dollar store and get this thing. It has a built-in braid on the top. That is so cute, and you know it. God, I'm living for this.
Now the video, it began to get heavily recommended by the YouTube algorithm, and her audience began to grow rapidly. Now at one point, the video was gaining 500,000 views at a time. She decided to stick with making videos that showed off more of her personality because that's what her audience seemed to gravitate towards most. Now the next year at school, she was struggling to balance school and YouTube, but the balance began to shift towards making videos more.
I started falling back in my old habits. I wasn't showing up to school. I was late like every day. Sometimes I'd pull up to school, I'd be sitting in the car, and I'd be bawling my eyes out, and I just couldn't go in, and I'd have to drive home.
At first she was vlogging while at school, but later had to stop because the school didn't like the light that they were being portrayed in. But eventually she left school altogether. Now she told her parents that she was done with school and would figure the rest out later. She ended up getting her GED, and the decision paid off not only for her mental health, but for her business, because in 2018, well, Emma moved to her own apartment in Los Angeles. Now Emma, she signed with United Talent Agency, and the agency helped her grow her brand beyond YouTube. They secured her partnerships with Curology, Hollister, and helping her create her own clothing brand, which is known as High Key. Now, it was while in LA that she made friends with some of her former YouTuber idols, and this includes her one-time crushes, the Dolan twins. Now, some of you even speculated that she is dating one of the twins, and this would make her manifestation skills, well, pretty impressive.
Oh, and then my absolute literal loves of my life, like in love with them, they're just,
But anytime anyone rises to the top, there will always be detractors. Now, there were some people that were upset with how she rolled out her merch line and the prices. They were a lot higher than most people expected. Now, some people online, they started to call her a sellout, going from dollar store hauls to trips to Gucci. And according to a recent interview for W Magazine, well, even some of her own friends from the YouTube community, well, they've stabbed her right in the back. Just because somebody has a following does not mean that they are a good person or a good friend. And I should have known that. I've been backstabbed multiple times, literally at least 10, just off the top of my head, by other YouTubers, and it's awful.
if you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? You will never regret being kind.
But Emma, she's been able to stay pretty much drama-free and has avoided any major controversies. Now, she continues to bring quality content to her fans, and her star continues to rise. And like Emma said herself, I like the way I'm evolving and growing. Where I am now is where I'm supposed to be, and the content and the way I behave is the way it's supposed to be for right now. If I was staying the same, then I wouldn't be evolving and changing, and that would be boring and that would be unhealthy.
If I get set on something, I will not stop till I get that thing. And that's a sentence about me.
In terms of her early goals for herself, well, all that she really wanted was
Wherever I'm at in my life at any point, be really happy and just genuinely happy, whether that means whatever that means.
So we hope she's found that, and we hope that one day she gets to buy her own yacht just so that she can name it
Emma's pimpin' yacht, bitch.
There you have it. That was your trivia question answer. Yeah, that sounds weird, but that's As for the rest of the story, well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, because this, of course, is Before They Are Famous. My name is McCrudden. We make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel. Now, we talked a little bit about mental health. So I'm actually gonna roll you guys a video where we're raising money for a charity. So check that video out. I talk about myself. I'm wearing the exact same thing, which is embarrassing. All right, bye. Boom!